Hi there, it's Tanya Stokes, and welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk to the Fsbos for a quick second. So we know that the market is changing, and of course, when the market changes, we change. You know what I mean? Remember, like a couple months ago, the buzzword was pivot. Everybody was pivoting, but it seems like the Fsbos aren't budging at all. Now, if you don't know what a Fsbo means for sale by owner, which means the owner of the house decided that they're not going to hire a realtor, that they're going to try to sell the house on their own, which is fine. It's your house. It's, do what you please. But here's the problem with that. Sometimes Fsbos are too emotionally attached. Like you want to sell the house, but there are a lot of emotions around selling the house yourself because you're standing there. So if the buyer says, "Oh, well, why would they put a wall here? This is stupid," or "This is a poor paint choice," or you know what I mean? People tend to be offended by stuff like that. Whereas as a realtor, if you said you don't like the wall color, I'll say, well, once you buy it, you can change the color. You can, if you don't like that wall, it's yours. You can knock the wall down, things like that. Another reason the house stays on the market so long is because it's overpriced. I know. Like you put in all the hardwood floors and the beautiful cabinetry, and you're looking at it like all the money that you put into this house, you should get more for it. But that doesn't always work. So sometimes you price the house so high, and the buyer is coming with a realtor like me, and we're like, we did a comparative market analysis on this house, and it is not worth what you are asking. So the house sits. Another reason a Fsbo house sits on the market too long is you're not available. You're not available. Like you either have to work, you're traveling, or now is just not a good time to show the house because your family's there. And there's no real system as to how we're going to get in the house, or we have to wait for you to let us in. When you hire a real estate agent, we put a lockbox on the door. We have a system that we use that will let you know when someone is interested in seeing the house, and they will schedule a time. It'll give you more than enough time to get out of there. And it makes things easier for you. So another reason the house sits on the market too long, just stiff sellers that will not budge on that price. You set that price too high, and you're not going to take a penny less. And we know, as I said earlier, we know that house is not worth what you're asking for, and the buyer isn't willing to pay. So what you end up doing is you either let the house sit on the market for a long time, or you'll take it off. I was looking at a house the other day. So let me see if I could find this house. The person took the house off of the market. They took the house off of the market, rented the house out, looks like for a couple of months. And maybe the renter moved, bought a house or whatever. So then they put it back on the market to sell. But this time they asked for $20,000 more than they were asking the first time. And I'm like, this is crazy. It didn't sell the first time. So I think sometimes people are just pulling numbers out of the air, which is why we always suggest that you at least consult with a real estate agent, someone that could help you price your house just right. Houses that are priced right will sell. Houses that are priced right will sell. Now, if you have to constantly take it off and put it back on, the system, if you're using like Zillow or something, of course, they're tracking that. So it's giving us a history, and sometimes the house needs repairs and the seller isn't willing to budge. And because you are so emotionally connected to the house, it becomes a whole song and dance. A lot of times, if you just hire a middleman to take the stress off of you, then selling your house becomes a little easier, right? Now, here's the last reason why Fsbo's houses sit on the market long. It's just a bad economy. It's a bad time. It's a bad economy. It's a bad market, I should say. Sometimes it sits because it's a bad market, and maybe you do need to pull it off and wait a while, but we don't know. I don't know because I haven't seen the house, but I'll tell you what, I've seen a lot of Fsbos online the past couple of days, and it's been a while since I called Fsbos. I was having breakfast with some colleagues on Tuesday, and one of the guys talked about Fsbos and, how he loves talking to them and all this other stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me give Fsbos another try. But as we sat and talked about all the reasons why Fsbos houses sit on the market for a long period of time, I started to think, you know what? We said a laundry list of things, but not once did we say, and they don't want to pay a real estate agent to sell the house. And we know that's a thing, right? We know that some people just don't want to pay a real estate agent to sell the house. But listen, we put a lot of work into getting your house sold. A lot of work goes into getting your house sold. So let me say this final thing, this final bonus. Another reason why your house is just sitting, and I'm telling you, the houses are on the market for 50 days, 120 days, 170 days. I looked at one house, it was on the market for like 170 days. And instead of decreasing the price, they increased the price. And I read in the remarks that they changed the floors or something like that, but to see what they increased the price to, and the fact that they put down vinyl planks doesn't really justify the $20,000. The house isn't even 2,000 square feet. So here's the bonus. Nobody knows your house is for sale. Nobody knows, because the average real estate agent isn't getting on Zillow to find a house for their buyer. We're not doing that. We're using the MLS. So if your house isn't showing up in the MLS, nobody knows your house is for sale. That's a reason why you should use a real estate agent, so that we can make your house more visible. We can help you declutter, just showing you ways to declutter. We can help you make your house more presentable. The market has changed. It's shifted a little bit. And because of that, you have to change. So remember last year and the year before, people were selling houses with blue and orange and green and yellow walls just all over the place. And the houses sold above asking. But not now. We're moving more into a normal market, and we need that house to be more presentable. We need you to declutter, and we just want you to give us a little wiggle room so we can help you sell your house. So those are my reasons as to why Fsbos stay on the market so long. If you are a homeowner and you're trying to sell your house yourself, let me take some of that burden off of you. Give me a call at 704-756-2752. My name is Tonya Stokes. I'm with Sir Ashley Harrison's team, powered by Fathom Realty, and we would love to take care of you. Again, my name is Tonya Stokes. We'll talk soon. Bye.